The 2021-2022 season previews continue today with the Los Angeles Kings, a team who, are they rushing to rebuild or are they not rushing to rebuild it? And it's another one of those teams where, their division's pretty weak compared to other teams we covered with the same issue. But still, do they make the playoffs? We're going to be asking ourselves that question, and their key departures, their key rivals, and look at their projected lineup as well. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, you have not already subscribed, please make sure to do so. We were almost 40 subscribers away from 1,000. It's been unbelievable. We were like at 920 when I started school, and we're 2 weeks later, and now we're at 900 and almost 960. We're at 958 currently at the time of recording this video. So I really would appreciate it if you went over and subscribed. I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get into the preview. So last season for the Los Angeles Kings was, above all, not a terrible season relatively. They went 21, 28, and 7. They had 49 points. They finished 25th overall in the NHL, and they missed the playoffs. That might look bad to the vacant eye, but to be honest, for a while there, they were in the playoff race. They really were. They really were in that playoff race to make that fourth spot. Of course, St. Louis took it over, and LA they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it anymore, unfortunately. But nonetheless, that's good. That is not bad. And they acquired some good stuff in the draft. They got some big pieces this offseason. I'm not going to deny that at all. But this season was really just another season in the painful rebuild stages. As for your key departures and key arrivals, we can mention them both in this one take because there's only 4 out of all of them. They lost Curtis McDermott to the Seattle Kraken. Really just a depth option. It's not going to hurt the Kings that much, especially with what they got in the key arrivals. Now, as for the key arrivals, they acquired Philip Danault, a very solid center. It really helps that center core in Los Angeles. Your top 6 in that center is definitely going to be I'm such a chunk terrier. It's definitely going to be Anze Kopitar and then Philip Danault. Very solid depth. As for the other guy, they acquired Victor Arvidsson in a trade from the Nashville Predators. We talked about that a couple videos ago, and of course we covered it on the channel when it occurred. Solid move. I think Arvidsson is prone to bounce back. I had him in my bounce back candidates for last year. That's coming, by the way. Interesting player. We'll see how he does with the Kings. And they acquired one more guy, and his name is Alex Edler from the Vancouver Canucks. A very solid, probably going to play second pairing defense, to be honest. He very well could play first. It wouldn't surprise me, but probably on that second pairing to start off the season. We move forward into the projected lineup for the Los Angeles Kings. And honestly, this might be the shortest video I've ever made. But when you look at this projected lineup, I added a lot of depth to this core because I think this core has a lot of options to make. As for the top 6, as I said, you have Alex Iafallo, Anze Kopitar, and Victor Arvidsson. Then you have Dustin Brown, Philip Danault, and Andreas Athanasiou. I really like that top 6. I like Iafallo and Brown. They're one of my favorite guys on the Kings. Kopitar I've liked for a while. Congratulations on 1,000 points, by the way. Arvidsson obviously coming in from Nashville. We'll see how he's going to do there. Danault, I've liked him on the Habs for a while, so I'm excited to see how he's going to do with the Kings. As for Andreas Athanasiou, he's bounced around a little bit in the league lately, but now I think he's here to stay in Los Angeles for the time being, and it's going to be pretty exciting watching him play. As for the bottom 6 and the fill-in guys, you have Moore, Velarde, Kempe, Wagner, Lizotte, and Lemieux. That's your bottom 6. Then as for your fill-in guys, you have Grundstrom, Turcotte, Kaliev, Kapari, Byfield, Anderson, and Madden. That is about a whole entire 7 more players to add on the depth. That is good. I like the depth in Los Angeles. I think that Velarde is going to play very solid in the third-line center role. Kempe's been solid. Lemieux is going to bring that physical presence because he was brought in at the trade deadline to do so. Wagner as well, I've liked him, and Moore, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth on how much I like him. But yeah, the biggest thing out of all those guys is guys like Alex Turcotte, Quinton Byfield, Arthur Kaliev, even Elias Anderson. Elias Anderson, if he doesn't have a good season this season, his time's over in the NHL. But I like that. I like the amount of depth that the Kings have, and I like the guys that they're going to bring in this season and probably play on that center core. That center core, for the main part, that isn't there to stay. Turcotte's definitely going to play a little bit. Byfield will definitely play a little bit. It's going to get really interesting to see what the Kings are going to do with their offense. As for the blue line, as I said, you have Alexander Edler and Drew Doughty. Then you have Ali Mata and Derek Rye. Then you have Anderson and Walker. Then you have Bjornfoot and Wolanin as the other guys as well. Maybe Brant Clark gets a chance to play on the Kings this season, but I think he's likely going to be in the minors for the majority of this first season for him, or he may even be with in the OHL. I can't remember what his team is. I had the team in my head, but I can't think of it. But anyways, that's not a bad decor. I think the decor may need a little bit more to work on, but I think Ali Mata is a very solid defender. Edler's going to play solid. Doughty will be Doughty. There's nothing else to say about Doughty because, I mean, like, he leads the Kings in points every year, but he has just not been that good. So it really sucks. As for the goaltending, you have Cal Peterson and Jonathan Quick. Yes, I have Peterson taking that role as a starter. I think this is the season where Cal Peterson really proves himself in the NHL and becomes that starting goaltender in Los Angeles. So overall, the team, I like the team. I like the top six. The bottom six is a bit touchy with me. I like the filling guys that they're going to have, which will probably make the bottom six better. As for the defense they want to work on a little bit, definitely. That's why they brought in Brant Clark. Edler, obviously, they'll make another big defensive move next offseason, probably. But I really like that decor as of now. And then as for the goaltending's goaltending. I really like it. So there's your Los Angeles Kings lineup for the 2021-2022 season. And moving on to my final question here. Do the Los Angeles Kings make the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs? The thing is with me, I'm looking at my Kings reverse pennant right now. The thing is with me with the Kings, I want to say yes, but with that division, like, I'm not too sure. And I know you're going to say, Nordic, it's weak. What do you mean? But, well, for me, I have Vegas. I have Vancouver. I have the Oilers because there's no way they're going to miss Oak McDavid. That's three teams right off the bat. It's really just between Calgary, the Kraken, the Kings to fight off for those wild card spots. And I'm serious. I think Flames are in contention. Some people may argue that they're not. But I still think the Sharks and Ducks will be down towards the bottom. Not Ducks will be higher than the Sharks, but you know what I mean. But anyways, I want to say yes, but if Calgary gets off to a really hot start, or Seattle gets off to a really hot start, because Seattle can surprise us. They sign guys like Jaden Schwartz, Philip Grubauer. They have guys on that team that can score. Absolutely. They have Eberle that can score a solid probably 25, 30 goals a year. So the playoff race really could get interesting, but, we're going to see what happens. I can't imagine they don't make it. They probably get like a fourth wild card or even a fifth wild card spot. It's possible, but you never know. So thank you all for watching. For Sport as late, I really do appreciate it. If you could subscribe, I mean the world to me, as we're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Thank you all for watching. This is probably the shortest preview we've made ever. It's below 10 minutes. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.